Part 1 of I Was a Teenage Secret Weapon. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Phil Chenevert. I Was a Teenage Secret Weapon by Richard Sabia. Part 1.
"Get away from me!"
screamed Dr. Berry at the approaching figure.
"But I got to feed and water the animals and clean out the cages,"
drawled the lanky 18-year-old boy amiably.
"Get out of this laboratory, you hoodoo!" shrilled Berry, "or I swear I'll kill you. I'll not give you the chance to do me in."
Tow-headed Dolliver Wims regarded chubby Dr. Berry with his innocent green eyes. "I don't know why y'all fuss at me like you do," he complained in aggrieved tones.
"You don't know why?"
shrieked 218 pounds of outraged Dr. Berry.
"How dare you stand there and say you don't know why?"
Berry flung a pudgy hand within an inch of Wims's nose. Slashed across the back of it like frozen lightning was a new jagged scar.
"That's why!"
he shouted. Berry twisted his head into profile, thrust it at Wims, and pointed to a slightly truncated earlobe.
"And that's why!"
he roared. He yanked up a trouser leg, revealing a finely pitted patch of skin.
"And also why!"
he yelled. He paused to snatch a breath and glared at the boy.
"And if I wasn't so modest, I'd show you another why."
"Can I help it if you're always having accidents?" Wims replied with a shrug. Berry turned a deeper red, and a dangerous rumble issued from his throat, as if he were a volcano threatening to erupt. Then, quite suddenly, with an obvious effort, he capped his seething anger and subsided somewhat. Through taut lips he said, "I'm not going to stand here and argue with you, Wims. Just get out."
"But the animals—"
"You can come back in an hour when I've finished running these rats through the maze."
"But—" "I said out!"
Berry leaped at Wims with arms outthrust, intending to push him toward the door, but Wims had stepped aside in slight alarm, and the avalanche of meat plunged past and into a bench on which rested a huge multi-level glass maze, which was a shopping center model being tested to determine a design that would subliminally compel shoppers into bankruptcy. There was a sustained and magnificent tinkling crash, as if a Chinese wind chime factory was entering a typhoon. Berry skidded on the shards into a bank of wooden cages and went down in a splintering welter of escaping chimpanzees, Wistar albino rats, ocelots, and other assorted fauna. Wims moved forward to help extricate the stunned Dr. Berry from the Everest of debris in which he sat immersed.
"Don't touch me!"
Berry screeched. "Okay," Wims said, retreating. "But I guess y'all gonna blame me for this, too." Berry's mouth worked convulsively in sheer rage, but he had no words left to contain it. He put his head on his knees and sobbed. The other psychologists of the research division came crowding into the laboratory to seek the cause of all the tumult.
"What happened?"
Dr. Wilholm inquired.
"Well, Doc Berry has gone and riled hisself into another accident," Wims informed him.
"I suppose you had nothing to do with it?" Wilholm snapped.
"Can't rightly say I had. He worked it out all by hisself."
"Just like the rest of us, I suppose," Wilholm said with unconcealed hostility.
"Well, now y'all mention it, Doc, I ain't never seen such a collection o' slip-fingered folk. Always bustin' either their gear or theirselves. Listen, you. Now look at Doc Castle up on top of that locker. Huh, he's gonna bust a leg if he don't quit foolin' with that critter."
Wilhelm turned to see Dr. Castle up near the ceiling, trying to get at
Sample complete. Ready to continue?